Tonight, News 10's Matt Gregory follows the story of the Gimbles department store that started in a southern Indiana town and will live on every Christmas season.
Hoosier history burning in the December night. But as the Gimbles corner succumbed to the flames, it took a piece of American culture with it. A name synonymous with holiday shopping that got its start in a southern Indiana town.
The history of Gimbles. Well, Adam Gimble, of course, came to the New World, was in New Orleans for a while and different places, and ended up in Indiana, in Vincennes, and he was able to get a peddler's license where they would actually have a cart and they would go from house to house selling dry goods. It wasn't until 1857 that they built the first building on 2nd and Main Street. Basically at that time they carried just about any kind of ware that wasn't perishable.
Gimbles would expand in the late 19th century from that corner shop in the Wabash Valley to major department stores, beginning in Milwaukee and then other big cities across the country.
The Gimbles, of course, later used that store as a training facility. They'd send the younger members of the family to Vincennes to train in the Gimbles store.
It was forever immortalized in 1947's Miracle on 34th Street.
Now they have really wonderful skates at Gimbles. Gimbles?
Christmas time's an appropriate time. You could go 50 years ago today, you could go to Gimbles and find a nice Christmas present.
The last of the Gimbles department stores would close in the 1980s, taking the Vincennes store with it. But Christmas keeps the Gimble name alive. Most recently as the workplace of Buddy the Elf in 2003's Elf. And of course on the corner of 2nd and Main, until just last week.
So many people worked there, say that when they were in high school or they were young and they'd work as clerks in Gimbles, and they remember going there during Christmas, and what a great place it was to go.
Now forever preserved through holiday memories.
If Gimbles hadn't got what the customer wants...
In Vincennes, Matt Gregory, News 10.
It'll be a pleasure, Mr. Gimble.
Such a rich history there. If you'll remember, that fire was just last weekend. Gimbles was operating as an antique mall then.